mu minota 5 gusa mbere yuko batangira ni mu kanya. Oui, allô, check microphone, check.
Check mic 1 2 1 2. Lineup is Captain Package Vekaria, the Rwandan International, Kishanda Basia, Chintan Kerai, Yashasvi Joshi, Don Mugisha, Kevin Irakoze, the Vice Captain of Rwanda, Kalpesh Banderi, Prince Mizergwa, the wicketkeeper, Nirav Shah, Dinesh Kara and Dilip Vekaria. The 12th man will be Shantilal Bwanderi. On your screens now are the two openers. Shiva Samba now to take strike to face his first delivery of this opening match of the Alphabet RCA T20 League. Change of sides there from the bowler, who's now coming from right arm over. The opening bowler for Kutchi Tigers, Yashasvi Joshi. Ball quick single there from Shiva. Very good running. Sloppy there from the bowler. And Shiva Samba opens up his account. Simon Sesazi back on strike. Very good batter is Simon. Full and played carefully there by Simon. He will be looking to give Telugu a very good start. Usually he starts off watchful, but he can explode at the back end given the chance. Not surprising at all there from Simon. He'll have a look at the bowlers initially, but once he's set, he can be devastating. Yashasvi will be looking to get the first strike here for Kutchi. Cut away in the air. Oh, and it falls short. They have the point fielder. Simon Sesazi almost perished there. Survives. Good start so far from Yashasvi Joshi. Full again and defensively played by Simon Sesazi to end over number 1. The score is 2 for no loss. Opening the bowling at the other end, the pavilion end, is Kalpesh Banderi, who's measuring his run up at the moment. Will be bowling to Shiva Samba. Umpire on your screen there is Vicky Prajapati, and the leg umpire is Olivier, the Rwandan international. Kalpesh opting to start with one slip there. The captain, Pankaj Vekaria, at first slip. He will be looking to shape the ball away from Shiva Samba. Probably entice the edge. In comes Kalpesh. Cut away powerfully there, but straight to the fielder. I had a look at the pitch early on before the game, and it's a fresh, solid pitch full of grass. You'd say it by Shiva. Good comeback there from Kalpesh Bandedi. Being the opening match of the Alphabet T20 League, you feel is a must-win for both teams. You would like to start off with a win. Worked on the on there for a single to get Simon Sesazi on strike against the off-spinner. Simon is now in, and this would mean that he will be looking to attack Yashasvi. Still taking his time. Simon is a very patient player, but once he's in, he can do damage, I tell you. Steps down, beautifully there, played through the covers for 4. Lovely shot from Simon Sesazi. touch of class from the Ugandan international. Just came back from who's gotten off to a... He'll have to bowl that one again. Captain Pankaj Vicaria could look to go to the leg spinner Kevin if they keep attacking like this. Huge swing there from Shiva Samba, but he doesn't connect, loses his shape. And touch of swing away. Good comeback there from Kalpesh Banderi. I think it's quite clear. The only thing Shiva really needs to do is get Simon on strike. The single is always there on offer. The fielders are deep on the 30. Kalpesh. That is it. Well done, Shiva. And he gets Simon on strike now. Sensible batting. Okay, now let's see. Simon is now on strike. He's in. Looking to utilize the power play. But of course, Simon is a very good player. He never plays recklessly. He will always try and pick his gap. What does Kalpesh have to say? Let's see. Shot again, and that is dangerous. Just, oh, and it's dropped. The plan almost worked there for Kutchi. Kalpesh is down there. They know Simon likes to pull. He's a compulsive puller. He'll always go. Let's have a look. He did connect the ball nicely, but there was a man down there, and you feel he should have taken the catch. Big moment there in the game for Kutchi Tigers. Goes begging. And Simon says as he picks up another boundary. So on his merry way. And I tell you, if he bowls another short ball, Simon will pull again. This time much fuller. And Simon, as I mentioned, very careful player. He does not play recklessly at all. He'll always wait for his strong areas. But it doesn't mean once he's in, those full balls will not fly away as well. Kalpesh Banderi, this time looking to bowl much fuller, and immediately picks up 2 dots. Very casual run-up, you'd say, from Kalpesh Banderi. Doesn't really steam in. Nice and gentle. Some bit of movement there. Again, much fuller. Chance of a run-out. And Shiva makes it eventually to end over number 4. The score is 29 for no loss. Correction, 27 for no loss. Yashasvi Joshi to bowl his 3rd over. Making a few changes in the field. Still has a deep long on. Simon on strike. Starts off watchfully again. Simon always take his time and pick you apart calmly. Let's see. Shot and played on the back foot. And they pick up a single there. Good running. The fielders in the circle are very deep on the 30-yard. The single is always on offer as long as the 2 batters agree on the terms and conditions to run. And for the right-hander, Shiva Yashasvi decides to stay with the long on and deep mid-wicket. Shiva has been there for 4 overs, but you still feel he hasn't really got in. Good fielding there from Pankaj at short cover. Yashasvi cut away there straight to mid-off. Good running. Another single onto the Toto. And now Simon is on strike again. Back end of the over. They know this over hasn't really given much in terms of runs. Will he look to play a big shot? Very important here for Yashasvi not to bowl short to Simon Sesazi. And of course not to full. Yep, very good bowling. They pick up another single. And now Shiva Samba on strike to face the last ball of the over. The left hand, right hand combination, of course, always keeps the field changing. Fielders have to be on their toes. Well balled. Very good end to the over. 5 overs down. The score is 30 for no loss. Five overs down, the score is 30 for no loss. Telugu Royals going at 6 and over. And we get to see the first bowling change. The captain, Pankaj Vekaria, decides to bring himself on. At the pavilion end, he'll be bowling to Simon Sesazi, the left-hander, the Ugandan international. Back from Jersey, where he had a very successful tournament. And that last game against Hong Kong, where he scored well over 130 runs in the ODI. He is on form, and he's gotten off to a very good start here. But Pankaj will have other ideas. A very good bowler is Pankaj Vekaria, opening bowler for Rwanda as well, and the captain of Kutchi. All right, now let's see what Pankaj has to say to this start from Telugu Royals. Loud appeal there! The ball clearly pitching outside leg. But a wonderful start there. Let's have a look. I felt the ball was pitching a bit outside leg there. And the replay will show you immediately why umpire Vicky shook his head. Yep, left hand on strike. The bowler coming from right arm over, you would have to really pitch it in line with the stumps if you have any chance. In comes Pankaj again. Full again. They pick up a leg by. Immediately you see there's a difference in Pankaj compared to the other bowlers that have bowled so far. He's very accurate and he does swing the ball both ways. And now that we have a right-hander on strike, he will look to now shape the ball away. Interesting enough, I thought from knowing Pankaj he would have a sleeper or two with a new ball in hand. But it seems he's trying to contain runs more than attack. There is no slip at the moment. And just as I mentioned that, he decides to now bring in the slip. I think there could be someone in there who maybe has good enough ears to listen to the commentary. Will it work though? Slip comes in there, you'd say around third slip or so. Fielders outside the circle is the third man only. And comes Pankaj again. Full again. Another dot. Good comeback here from Kutchi Tigers. In this power play, in the first 3 overs, you felt Telugu Royals could have gone at least minimum 45 in the power play, but it looks like they might be short of that. Still 3 more balls left in the over. Vikaria Pankaj, short this time. He saw Shiva coming down the wicket and immediately. Very good over so far. And with 2 balls left in the power play, you would say at the other end, we might see spin. Pankaj. Umpire calls it wide. Bit too harsh there from Vicky. That was marginal. Still a good over nonetheless. Pankaj has always been a very good bowler. Only issue really with Pankaj has always been his fitness. The skill is always there. He will give you very 2 good overs, but if you try to bowl him more than that, really. Pankaj, shot again, edge, and the slip takes it. It works straight away. Pankaj picks up the first wicket for Kutchi Tigers. Shiva there. I don't know which shot really to say he was trying to play, but the move by the captain to bring himself on and put the slip there. A third slip works magic. They pick up the first wicket. The score is 31 runs for the loss of 1. The new batter in is the young man Nahoranyi Yusuf Christian. Very good bowling from Pankaj. Immediately bringing himself on and uses a third slip, who takes a wonderful catch there to dismiss Shiva Samba. The catcher Yashasvi, who was bowling from the other end. And now the young man taking guard on leg stump. 1 more ball left in the power play. Yep, there is the man there on your screen. A third slip, you'd say. Yashasvi Joshi. And Pankaj immediately will try and shape the ball away or knock the stumps over. Let's see. Pankaj. Very good over there from the captain. Ends the power play. The score is 31 for 1. Interesting enough, Captain Pankaj decides to give Yashasvi Joshi, who's just taken the cash, his last over. So he's bowled 4 on the trot. You rarely see this in T20 cricket. Besides maybe the likes of MS Dhoni, who usually gives Deepak Chahar 4 on the trot. Maybe he feels Yashasvi has been the man to keep Simon quiet. Simon is lethal. Let's see, over number 7 underway. Oh, starts off down the leg there, and the keeper could not collect, and the ball raced away for 5 byes. That is what Simon can do. As I mentioned, he is not a reckless player. He is very patient. He plays the ball according to merit, and once he's in, he will pick you apart. So a calm player like that will always cause these sort of issues. The bowler, you bowl 2 or 3 balls, you're seeing nothing really, and you try and over-attack and maybe at times lose your line and length. And of course as well, bowling his 4th over. Let's see. There is Simon, always watchful. Keeps rotating the strike calmly. And being the senior partner, he'll be relaying a message to the young man there, Yusuf. Take your time. You have a good start here. Let's try and capitalize. Yashasvi Joshi played off the back foot there, Yusuf, to pick up a single. Very young man is Yusuf Christian, is under 19, and they have a tournament as well coming up shortly in October. I'm just trying to have a look at the field now that we are outside the power play. Yashasvi has opted to use the deep mid wicket, long on and long off. Let's see, Simon strike. Was that a chance though? There is an extra cover as well. Full. Good running. They pick up another single. The message seems to be to the young man to just try and give one to Simon Sesazi. Yashasvi. Watchfully played there by Yusuf. Last ball of the over. And a very good over there from Yashasvi to finish off his spell. 7 overs down, the score is 40-1. Pankaj Vicaria to bowl his 2nd over. Bowling to Simon Sesazi. Picks up an immediate single there off the back foot. Pakaj has been the bowler to provide the only breakthrough for Kutchi Tigers in this Dafabet RCA T20 League. Coming to you live at the Gahanga Cricket Oval. The young man on strike last season, you'd say the previous league, scored a wonderful 70 and everyone was in awe. Big swing from the young man there. Doesn't connect. Simon will be relaying a message or two to the young man to get himself in. They know they have a long tail and need to bat most of the overs for Telugu to have a very defendable score. Kutchi Tigers have now piled on the dots ever since over number 4, and you feel are slowly creeping themselves back into this game. Makad running in, short, another dot. Something is gonna give here. We might see the slip again in play. This will test the young man's mental strength and composure. We can hear a few messages from the dugout. Are they getting restless? Pankaj. Short again, ball in the air. Just falls short there of the point fielder, Don Mugisha. Another dot. The young man still on strike, Yusuf. Shot and played out the back foot. Chance there. But Don does not pick up the ball. And one go. And they scamper through for another single. Simon Cesars is smartly there, recognizing the youngster is under pressure and gets him off strike immediately with 2 more balls left in the over. Pankaj Vicaria bowling to Simon Sesazi. Again the ball pitching way outside leg. The Rwanda Cricket Association live streaming the local league. These are the advantages. Usually we have all these complaints, people saying the decisions are against us, the umpires are against us, but I'm sure whoever will go back to watch these videos, all these appeals, the proof is there, the evidence is there. And this is a way forward for other leagues as well to promote cricket locally. And now we get to see the leg spinner, Irakoze Kevin, Rwandan international. Bowling to Simon Sesazi, who you feel Kevin will want to just give a single and get the young man on strike, the right-hander. And Simon knows as well they haven't got much runs in the last 4 overs of 5. Maybe this could be the over, knowing the ball is turning into him. He might look to attack. Kevin has decided to go with the deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, long on, long off, and extra cover. In comes Kevin. Flighted delivery in the air. Punished. Punished by Simon for 4. And straight away, Kevin apologizes to the team. Maybe this one, you'd say, slipped away from his hand. Just getting into his bowling. But this is T20 cricket. This is not ODI or Test. You don't have time. Small mistake to a guy like Simon Sesazi, you'll pay. And Kevin just raises his hands to apologize to his teammates. That one just slipped away, mates. Let's see Kevin now. Again. That is hit. Let's wait for the umpire signal. The umpire signals no ball to begin with. The ball was way over chest high. Yep, another loosener there from Kevin. I'm not sure if the signal is for 6 or for 4. Yep, and from that replay there, it's quite clear the ball went over the line. 6 runs there. We've already had 11 runs off one delivery. Free hit coming to Simon. Big shot in the air, and no one will catch that one. That has gone out of the ground. And Simon Sesazi is taking a liking to Kevin. Immediately picked up. Let's have a look at that big 6. Another full toss. And what you may not see on your screens is that is a very big side of the ground. Of course, they're playing on the pitch, the last pitch from your right. So that would be the bigger side of the ground. But Simon Sesazi clears it comfortably. And Kevin immediately is under pressure. And this time manages to bounce the ball to get the single. And now you feel is where Kevin is most comfortable bowling to the right-hander. And I want to see if he'll use a slip. Making a few changes in the field. Brings in the deep extra cover to point. Well play there from the young man. And they push hard for 2. Very costly over so far for Kutchi Tigers. Kevin is one of their best bowlers. But you feel really he's been attacked early on and he will be trying to catch up. Very good batting there from the young man. He looks very composed, technically correct. Picks up a single to get the senior partner on strike, who is flying on 40 so far. Kevin to Simon. And that is Simon Sesazi. He plays. Oh, and very good running there. They pick up an easy 2. Sloppy fielding, you'd say, from the deep. Ends the over. 9 overs down. The score is 66 for 1. Pankaj to ball his third over. Very good start to the young man there, who has struggled a bit against the bowling of Pankaj. Pankaj is usually very good in the first and second over, but of course, as we mentioned, the skill is always there for Pankaj. The only issue really has always been his fitness, and you hope if you're a Kutchi fan, the third over is as good. Another beauty of a delivery there from Pankaj. The young man trying to correct his stance there and shot. But that was a pitch of a delivery. And Simon Sesazi decides to have a word. And being the cricket expert that I am, I would tell you the message was, get a single. Ball number 3. Yep, the message was clear. Get a single. Very good batting. This is what coaches mention when they say bat in partnerships. It's not always about you as the batter. Sometimes you have to recognize that things are not as smooth as you'd like them to be, and just play with your partner. And Simon Sesazi will now try and correct or maybe rearrange Pankaj's figures. 3 more balls in this over. Simon is on 42. Plays sensibly there to pick up a single. Pankaj has been looking to cramp Simon. Hasn't given him any room so far. Bowling straight to his pads consistently. And Simon hasn't been really tempted to try and go for the big shot. He's just whacking it on the onside and picks up a single. Moves on to 43. Now we get to see the young man again, and Pankaj has realized that the young man is just there to get singles and asks the cover fielder to come in a few steps. Shot again. And the young man seems to be struggling a bit there with the bowling of Pankaj. Last ball of the over. Shot again. And the fielders are very alert this time, and they know the young man is just looking to rotate, and they make sure he doesn't pick up the single. Ends over number 10. The score is 68 for 1. After that over from Kevin Irakoze, where Simon took him apart, the captain decides to bring on a new bowler, Chintan Kerai, to bowl some off breaks. Simon is still there on 43, going strong. Will the change in bowler make a difference though? Steps down there, and the keeper does well, and Simon is gone. He's been stumped there. He charged the new bowler straight away. He didn't even give himself time to have a look. And the ball was bowled slightly wider there, and the keeper does very well. There's Prince Mizergwa, and they pick up the big wicket of Simon Sesazi, and Telugu Royals are now 2 down. The score is 68. Coming in at number 4 for Telugu Royals, the new batter is Gopi Krishna. Coming in to replace Simon Sesazi, who just fell to the spin of Chintan Kerai, stamped there by Prince, the wicketkeeper. And now, Kutchi Tigers will be happy to have 2 right-handers, and they know they'll have a settled field, and they'll try and pile on the dots, build some pressure, probably buy themselves some wickets. Gopi Krishna just coming onto the crease now, will try and rotate, get himself in, which could mean a few overs or a few balls. Loud appeal there, but the ball turned sharply. And of course, the keeper as well, moving down the leg there, is an indication that the ball would have missed the stumps. And this is the time you feel for Kutchi to really capitalize and try and sneak in a few overs with little rounds on the board. Chintan. Loud appeal again there. This one is much closer. The umpire says not out. Could have been an inside edge. There could have been some bat on it there. The keeper really didn't appeal loudly. That will give you an indication. Maybe there was some bat. Shot there, big shot there from Chintan. And the fielder really could not cut off the ball. It goes to the boundary. You feel the 2 dots created some pressure. He had to play a big shot. Flighted nicely there. But the big hoik from Gopi Krishna. And you feel the fielder really should have done a better job. Still a good, decent over, you'd say, from Chintan Kerai. The pitch, as I mentioned, is a very good fresh wicket. There's something in for the pace bowlers, for the spinners, and of course, the ball comes onto the bat nicely, so you'd say kudos to the ground staff. Big shot again in the air, chance of a catch, and the catch is taken, wonderfully taken there by the fielder, deep square leg. And the pressure has got to Gopi, and they lose another wicket. Telugu Royals is 3 down. The fielder there is Kalpesh Banderi, who opened the bowling at the pavilion end. That was a huge sweep shot. The fielder was well placed there, deep square leg, and he clings on. And Telugu Royals are 3 down. The score is 72. On strike is Yusuf, who plays carefully. He's been there for a while now. He's seen Simon fall and Gopi Krishna as well. As we see the end of over number 11, the score is 72 for 3. Change of ends here for Kevin Irakoze, who will now be coming from the pavilion end. And he'll be very glad Simon Sesazi is now in the dugout. The new batter on strike is Joshua. The lefty, another lefty for Telugu Royals. He's a powerful hitter of the ball. And of course, the leg spinner will be turning the ball into him. And you feel really if there's anyone to attack, it would have to be Joshua. Starts off well. Opens up his account immediately with a single. Kevin bowling to Chris. Shot. Very good running from the two youngsters there. Chance of another run. Joshua there on your screen taking strike is a very athletic cricketer. Powerful hitter of the cricket ball and a wonderful fielder. He knows his role is clear. Try and get some few boundaries. Yep, picks up a single there. Kutchi Tigers seem very energetic now that they've picked up 3 quick wickets. The score being 76 with still 8 more overs after this one. You would feel they'll try and restrict Telugu Royals to somewhere below 140 would be a score for them to chase comfortably. But of course Telugu Royals on the other hand will be trying to get upwards of 150, possibly 160. Chris Nahoranye on strike now, facing up to Kevin, bowling his second over. Balled way down the leg. Shot again. You can see Kevin is very energized. He knows there's a chance to bowl dots. Quick single there from Joshua. The left-hander now on strike. Can we see a big shot? Ball in the air. Oh, and it doesn't carry it to Kevin. Ends over number 12. The score is 78 for 3. Lovely conditions here at the Gahanga Cricket Oval in this opening match of the Dafabet RCA T20 League. Chintan Kerai to bowl his second over after picking up 2 wickets in his first over. He'll be bowling to the young man Chris, who's been there for a while now and needs to really up the ante. Big shot in the air. Chance. Oh, and Don really, that was a very good take, but he stepped on the rope. And the umpire signals 6. We now get to see some intent from the young man. Very loud cheers from the dugout. They want him to show what he's made of. Picks up his first boundary. And Pankaj, this time, he decides to put more fielders on the leg side. Good take there from the keeper. That is a replay of that 6. You could see Don really set himself nicely. Took the catch, but stepped on the boundary, unfortunately. Big shot again, and they pick up a very quick single. The intent is quite clear now from Chris. He knows they still have a few batters there in the dugout, and the overs are not as many, so he'll need to get a move on. And of course, the partner there on strike, Joshua, will be the aggressor. He only plays one way. Chintan there, bowling his second over, has been bowling with some flight. Good turn. Joshua needs to be careful trying to attack this. Another single there. But evident there is the lack of connection. The ball spinning away from Joshua. He tries to play against the spin. Had there been a slip, who knows? Last ball of the over. Correction, one more delivery left in the over, courtesy of that wide. Chintan Kerai. Big shot in the air again, another chance for a catch. And taken comfortably this time at the longer fielder. And Telugu Royals are 4 down. The score still at 86. New batter in there. Pushing through, racing to the crease is Amit Patel. Replacing the young man, Chris Yusuf, who just fell. Trying to increase the run rate. Not enough power there to get the ball over the boundary. And the catch was taken comfortably by Yashasvi Joshi, who's now taken 3 catches in the game. Amit Patel will be on strike, facing the leg spin of Kevin Irakoze. Will Kevin have a slip though? Let's see. It's a new batter in. The ball will be turning away. You would feel a slip would be the sensible thing to do. But of course, there is none. Kevin to ball to Amit Patel. All out appeal, and that is very close, and the umpire raises the finger. That was plumb in front. Let's have a look at the replay. Golden duck for Amit Patel. Back live. Let's see if we'll have the replay of that LB shout. Amit Patel raced to the crease, looking like a man with a purpose. But he's only had to face up to only one delivery, and that was enough for Kevin to get his wicket. New batter in there, taking strike, is Kezi Jonathan from Uganda. Taking guard on leg stump. Will be facing up to Kevin, who started off a bit shaky, bowling to Simon Cesars in his first over. Was removed by the captain and has been brought back at the other end. And has looked much comfortable. Now picking up a wicket of Amit Patel. In comes Kevin. Again, slightly flatter to the new batter. Still no slip for Kevin. I'd like to see if Kevin will turn the ball on this pitch. He's usually a very good turner of the cricket ball. Kevin has opted to bowl slightly flatter. You get the sense maybe that is because of that first over where he was trying to give the ball some flight and was bowling full tosses and being punished all over the place. And maybe he's decided to just bowl flatter and try and be economical. Huge swing there from Jonathan Kesey. Been there only 2 balls. Makes up his mind to play the big shot, but of course doesn't connect. Good over so far from Kevin Irakoze. Can he see it through though? This time flighted, trying to entice the batter there, but this time was bowled down the leg by Jonathan Kesey. Just defends it. Last ball of the over. Shot. Well done there by Kevin. Maiden wicket. Wicket maiden, as they say. What a comeback from the Rwandan international. 14 overs down. The score is 86 for 5. Chintan Kerai to bowl his 3rd over. On strike is Joshua. And as I mentioned earlier, the ball will be turning away from him. Let's see. And it's balled! He's yucked himself there as Joshua. Looking to play the big shots. But Chintan Kerai. Let's have a look at that wicket of Joshua. Flighted. And Joshua was beaten in flight there. And the ball hits leg stump. And Joshua has to go. Telugu Royals is 6 down now. The score is 86. The new batter in is Mitari Ivan, the Rwandan international. Telugu Royals, they got off to a very good start, courtesy of Simon Sesazi. But ever since he fell for 43, things haven't looked really any better for Telugu Royals. They're now 6 down. And now you get the feel the tail is well and truly in. Don't be fooled though, Mitali is a very good hitter of the cricket ball. Will be facing up to Chintan Kerai. The ball is bowled down the leg. And they pick up a quick single. Jonathan Kesey there, very athletic. And maybe this is his chance to play a big shot. Facing the off spinner. As opposed to when he was trying to clear Kevin. Bowling leggies away from him. But of course, the key thing is Mitari is off strike immediately. And the score keeps ticking. Jonathan Kesey taking his time. Trying to line up Chintan Kerai. Balls it slightly flatter. Outside Mitari is back on strike. And that is his trademark shot, the late cut. The ball is racing away. Will it get to the boundary? And yes, it does. Mitari Ivan immediately picks up a boundary. That is his trademark shot. We always try and tease him that if Mitari is in, Just get someone at gully and backward point, and he will never get off strike. But it seems Kutchi Tigers do not have any of that information. Let's have a look. Well played there. Lovely late cut. And Kevin really is not Usain Bolt. Two more deliveries left in the over. Mitari is still on strike. Oh, a quicker one there from Chintan Kerai. Caught Mitari off guard. And correction, that was the last ball of the over. 15 down now. The score is 93 for 6. Kevin to continue to Jonathan Kezi. And they pick up a very good single there. Mitari now on strike. And of course that trademark late cut. Oh, and misfield there at point. And they push through for an chance there at the bowler's end. But Mitari gets back in time. They pick up only one. Jonathan Kezi sent back Mitari there. There was a chance for a second. But Jonathan Kezi did not want to take the risk. Ball racing there down the leg for a boundary. Leg buys. Kevin, huge swing there from Jonathan Kezi and beats the cow corner and long on. Bisects them. The ball races away for another boundary. Nothing wrong really there from the ball from Kevin. He saw the man step down and he bowled it slightly shorter. But that is the power and the swing, the aggressive swing from Jonathan Kezi, that the ball still managed to get all the way to the boundary. Kevin is now under some bit of pressure. Let's see how he responds. Oh, and he clean balls him straight away. Jonathan Kezi attempting to step down again and blast Kevin for a 6. But he got cramped for room and the ball hit leg stump. And Kevin celebrates. Telugu Royals are 7 down. The score is 103. Now the captain makes his way to the crease for Telugu Royals, Ramu Morapundi. False start there from Kevin. Jonathan Kezi just fell to the leg spin of Kevin Irakoze. Telugu Royals still have 4 overs after this one. And the captain immediately gets off strike to open up his account to get Mitari on strike. But that ends over number 16. The score is 104 for 7. Oh my goodness, they are unlucky. There is Chintan Kerai. The ball missed everything. The captain of Telugu Royals, Ramu, swinging hard, missing the ball, and the keeper could not collect. And the ball races away for 4 byes. This is the time you feel. There you see the keeper really should have done better. This is the time now that Telugu, even though they are 7 down, they will be trying to attack these bowlers. And Kutchi will be trying to restrict them to at least under 130. Chintan Kerai. Ball in the air. Chance of a run out. Oh, and the fielder slips. And they make it through eventually. And now we get to see Mitari Ivan. He will be lining up that leg side. And there are messages coming in from the dugout there to Mitari. You can hear the screams. They want the batters to try and show some intent. Mitari playing defensively there. It was a good ball, you'd say, and he played sensibly, but of course the team needs quick runs. Let's see, will he attack this time? And the ball is bowled down the leg, and they pick up another single, plus that wide. 2 extra runs onto the total. Big shot there from Captain Ramu, and he pierces the gap, and the ball races away for another boundary. Telugu Royals is on the match. They want runs, and they want them now. Chintan Kerai there. Ball it slightly flatter, and of course, with no one behind square, all the batter needs to do really is get some bats on the ball, and that will race away for another boundary. Ball in the air again from Ramu. And they pick up another single. The captain will not hang around. They have 117 runs so far with 3 more overs after this one. And you get the feel he's eyeing that 140, possibly 150. Oh, and that is a chance The keeper could not hold on. From the reaction of the fielders, it is quite clear there was some bat on it. Mitari trying to play his favorite late cut. He survives. 17 overs down. The score is 116 for 7. Kalpesh Banderi returning to finish his spell. He'll be bowling to the captain of Telugu Royals, Ramu, who's on strike now. And he's cut away powerfully straight to the point fielder, who does well. Crucial dot at the back end of the innings. The dots in these last overs are priceless, I tell you. The batters are always coming hard. Full this time and driven. Oh, and misfield there through the covers, and they scamper through for another. They pick up 2 runs. Kalpesh Banderi. Another crucial dot there. Ramu trying to give himself some room. He could not lay bat on ball. Having a look at the field here, there is the deep mid wicket, long on and long off, and extra cover, and that is about it as fielders outside the circle. Let's see. Loud appeal, but the ball is down the leg. Push through for a quick single. Now then, Mitari, who's been looking to just rotate, is now still there at the back end. Let's see if we can play some big shots and try and give Telugu a better score, a bigger score to defend. Tries, but he cannot really connect. Good bowling from Kalpesh Banderi. Mitari on strike there, of course, is the opening bowler for Telugu Royals, and he knows the score he feels is something they can work with. 3 for 7. Pankaj returning to bowl at the death. Starts off with a Yorker. Pitch perfect. He has a very good reputation for being one of the best bowlers in Rwanda. And of course is always the go-to man for the national team as well. Has 5 more deliveries left in this innings. You'll see Yorkers and slow balls mainly from Pankaj. Very tight there, but the umpire Besides, that is a legal delivery. And Ramu there on your screen, you can see he's not happy about that decision. He felt that should have been a wide. Four more deliveries left in the over. And again, this time, much closer to that of Stump. Pankaj is very good at the death. And Mitari there relaying a message. Probably get a single and maybe give me a chance to try and attack. I know how Pankaj balls and we've been playing together in the national team. Maybe I feel I have the better chance, says Mitari. And Mitari cleverly there runs through for a single plus that wide. This is what they say when they mention batting in partnerships. Mitari recognizing that the partner was struggling there, the captain Ramu, and he decides to take matters into his own hands. Let's see if he'll be able to pick what Pankaj is trying to bowl. Mitari now on strike. Look at that ball shape away. The technique there from Mitari, very suspect. Yep, that is what he should have done, as he shows. His left foot was way down the leg. And of course he knows as well. As you've just seen, he was correcting his stance. And let's see if actually with the ball there, will he make the correction? Wow. You just have to give it to Pankaj. He's still one of the best when it comes to the death. Or maybe say the batters are really not as good. Last ball of the over. Only 3 runs so far in the penultimate over of the first innings of the first game of the Dafabet RCA T20 League. To be bowled by Pankaj Vicaria, the captain of Kutchi. Ball in the air this time, is racing away. Will they get the boundary? They're running hard for 2. And they pick up 2 runs. To finish off over number 19, the score is 127 for 7. Last over of the game. Played there down to long off. They're running hard. And oh my goodness. The fielding has been, you'd say, below standards. That ball wasn't hit that hard, you'd say, for the fielder to have a kiss, if there is any. It's very sloppy. And you feel these runs could be costly. Kalpesh. Ball in the air, doesn't carry. But crucially, it's a dot. 4 more deliveries left in this innings. The score is 131. Another dot there from Kalpesh Banderi. Ramu on strike. Ball in the air, cut away powerfully. There is a man. Will they come back for two? They're running hard. And they decide not to. You get the feel maybe Mitari feels he'll do a better job with these last two deliveries compared to what he's seen from the captain. Oh, lovely shot there from Mitari, straight to the fielder who doesn't cling on. The fielding from Kutchi really has been below standard. It has been quite poor, I must say. But the score is not as big. 133 with only one ball left in the game. You feel Kutchi have done well to restrict Telugu to under 140. Last ball of the match. Cut powerfully there. Pushing hard for two. And they do come back for the second one to finish the first innings at 135 for the loss of 7. Telugu Royals, led by Simon Sesazi, the Ugandan international who managed 43 but perished to Chintan Kerai. On your screen there is Mitari and the captain for Telugu, who know they'll have a lot of work to do in the second innings if they are to win this first game of the Dafabet RCA T20 League. Do stay tuned for the second innings coming up shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the first game of the Dafabet RCA T20 League. Telugu Royals taking on Kutchi Tigers. We've already had the first innings. Telugu Royals won the toss and decided to bat. They posted 135 for the loss of 7. And now at the beginning of the second innings, Kutchi Tigers will be looking to get 136 if they are to win this opening match of the Dafabet T20 League. On your screen there, opening the batting for Kutchi Tigers, Don Mugisha with the dreadlocks and the non-striker. And the bowler there on your screen for Telugu Royals is Jonathan Kezi to open the bowling from the pavilion end. Kishan Dabasia on strike to face Jonathan Kezi. False start there from Jonathan Kezi, getting a feel of his run-up. This should be a cracker of a chase if Kutchi Tigers are to get over the line. Telugu Royals has a very good bowling lineup, and as we saw in the first innings, the fielding of Kutchi wasn't the best going around. I can tell you Telugu is slightly better in terms of the fielding. All right, now let's see Jonathan Kezi running in. Starts off short. Watchfully played there by Kishan Dabasia. I am joined for this second innings by a legend of international cricket and a legend of Kenyan cricket, but also the technical director for Rwanda Cricket, Mr. Martin Suji. Good morning, Mr. Martin.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Clinton. Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. It's nice to see the boys playing today, and as they come to chase 135 with 135 with 136 balls, with 136 runs to go in 119 balls to go. Kutchi Tigers will be looking to seal this first game. Thank you very much, Clinton, and yes, over to you.
That is Martin Suji, who outside the cricket, I have to say, has also just returned from Kenya, where the ongoing elections, I will not say the winner, still undecided. Jonathan Kezi, short and pulled away, straight to short mid on there. You can see straight away the fielding from Telugu is slightly better compared to Kutchi. They are quick on the ball, and they will take their chances. Jonathan Kezi, short again, and this time Kishan Dabasia doesn't connect. Jonathan Kezi racing in. Bowling a tight line there to keep Kishan quiet at the moment. Don Mugisha, the non-striker's end, has not faced up yet. Former Rwandan international. He can hit a long ball. It'll be interesting to see if Kutchi Tigers try and attack the power play, as we saw from Simon Sesazi and Shiva. Last ball of the over. Shot again, but played straight to point there. Ends over number 1. The score is 2 for Nolos.
Yeah, after the first over there, because was bowled a very, very good over. He's hit the length hard and is given no room outside off. As Don Mugisha faces it's Mitari, born and bred. They're all born and bred in Rwanda. They're all from Kabeza, people from the same village, battling it out in the RCA T20 League, which is a first division teams, battling for this, noble cause. We thank the sponsors, Defabet, Simba Travels as well. As Mitari warms up, and just a tip of how Mitari has walked his path. He's the leading wicket taker in the internal games that the national teams has been playing. He's been bowling well, but this just comes from very, very good preparation that he does within the week. As Mitari comes in, the ball to Mugisha, play and a miss. And I like how batters, after missing a shot, they always play the correct shot. And as Clinton says, that he's going to repeat it to miss it. So it's interesting how the mind works. Mitari comes in again. He's been hitting good lengths of late, Mitari. There we go again, and there you see playing the right shot again. Clinton, you know them so well. You know them so well. After the ball passing, they play the correct shot. He sees that how he needs to move back and across. But said Mitari has learned the art of pace bowling, especially the T20. He's one of the leading bowlers in the current preparation that the national team has been having internally. Mitari. The siren goes again there for Mitari. He's gone to jail there with his foot, and the Empire Olivier has stretched his hand out, and there the siren goes. Don Mugisha, you have it all. It's all yours, Don. Go for it. He misses the line. He goes. Nice and sweet of the middle of the bat over the rope, and Don Mugisha gets off the hook and he clears the boundary, hitting Mitari for a maximum. What a shot, Don. Score. Mitari comes in again. T20 can change very fast as Mitari counts balls again and gives an extra. Balls an extra, and in T20 extras become very, very costly. As the score now is 9 runs. The second over coming through. Misses the line again. And what a good fielding from Kaiser in the boundary. He saves 2 runs. And every run saved in T20 is bonus to the fielding side. Look at that commitment. Look at that commitment, Clinton. This is what we say. When you back up your bowlers, the bowlers become good. Yes, is this something that you do, Clinton? I don't see you diving.
I'm surprised. I thought I had no competition in regards to the fielding. Mitari. But it looks like people are slowly climbing up. But make no mistake, Martin. They all know who the #1 fielder is in East Africa.
The Ugandans have been doing well. Ugandans have been doing well. I mean, Franco, I think one of the oldest ions in the East Africa cricket. I think Frank Nsumbuga, he's one of the best fielders. If you look at even Kenya, Collins there, I think, the old guards when he played, the under-19. But for Collins, who is about 40, about 41 plus, they still have, an art. Of course, nothing to take away from, from Frank Nsumbuga, who, if you see how, Kaiser's, of course, he has fielded, of course, in the boundary. That just shows that there's something there that, of course, Ugandans have as a fielding unit. As Kaiser comes to bowl his second over. A ball into Kishan. Wow. That ball just passed him. That ball just passed him. He had no time to read the line, but it's just nice to see how Kiza is hitting the deck, and he's hitting it hard, meaning that there's a lot of intensity. There's something for something here, ladies and gentlemen. He got to come in the line of the ball if he has to get runs from Kiza. There we go again, and Kiza goes too much wide of the off stump, and the umpire Prachapati comes into action, and the ball has to be repeated again. An extra run. Extras are coming in bits and pieces, for Kutchi Tigers. Kishan. The score coming into 13 for no loss in the third over. Kiza comes in again, bowls it short, and is pulled down to deep square leg, and Kishan gets a couple from Joshua. Joshua is one of the left-handers that Rwanda have. Still, needing a lot of runs to be, part of the batting unit. But Kaiser comes back he gets a little bit of advice from Amit, which is very, very nice. Sometimes you go to, back up your bowler as Kiza comes back again to bowl to Kishan. He bowls a dot ball. The ball has been hit to points. Well backed up there by Ajay. Dot ball. Coaches say that, dot balls are king. In T20, every single dot ball is a bonus. It's a golden ball to the fielding team and also to the bowler. It puts the batter under pressure. And that's what Kez is doing. He's really focused. It's money for money. What a ball, what a ball, what a ball. Kez just feels as if he would have gotten a wicket there. But Kishan adjusted really, really well to be able to defend it for no run. Kez is really, really on fire here. They say that they love playing on this ground. Gahanga is a very, very good ground. The pitch is so placid. You bowl, you get something. You bat well, you get something. So it's just up to the competition. Kiza comes back again. He drops it short, just goes over the batter. I think sometimes the umpires are so harsh onto the players, especially with the short ball. Sometimes bowler should have something. And Clinton, I always hear that it's one per over. Is it over the head or under the head or just below the shoulders? Yes. What's your take about short ball wides?
Well, the law is quite clear. Anything above head height. Kiza. Whoa. That was pacey, but of course the line was wide. Jonathan Kiza does have the odd effort ball, which does zip through. Yeah, but of course that bouncer over head height is always considered a wide. But of course, maybe sometimes the umpires of nowadays are slightly too harsh, and you feel the bowlers really have nothing. Batters attacking you every corner, anything pitched up. These days will go, even the edges go to the boundary. That is the size of the bats nowadays, and the field size of the grounds are really not that big. So you feel that rule maybe could be adjusted. Kutchi Tigers though, still with 10 wickets in hand, chasing 135, steady in the third over. Jonathan Kiza still bowling his second over, running through, slow ball, and Dawn is beaten, ends up, and Jonathan Kiza says, "You are not good enough, sir." Ends over number 3. The score is 18 for no loss.
Terry comes back again to bowl. The two fielders who are inside, they need to rotate the strike a little bit more. they need to take their singles. I could see like yes, right now they're not interested in singles. They're just looking to hit the ball. But again, singles get you closer. Boundaries get you closer, but you find yourself taking more risk. As the bowlers are hitting their lengths, it's important that they take more singles so that they can put the bowlers under pressure, so that they can get that boundary ball. It's all about using what you have and the opportunities. The bowling partnership here of Keze and Mitari, these are well-established players that they know what to do. So you got to be a little bit more smarter if you want to overcome them. Get in line of the ball and you play it through covers like that. Definitely, very well. That's a very, very good shot, and that's what I'm saying. You got to get behind the ball if you want to get runs, and that's what Don did. And definitely the fielder, it has never changed. I heard the other day Steve saying the same. At the same time, yes, Nepal is playing Kenya in their third T20. Something will be under pressure, trying to get wickets. Don is an experienced player, and if he takes his responsibility and stays on one end, has Kishan. There we go. Don gets a single, takes the score to 25 in 4.3 overs. Yes, at the tail end of their inning, they have the big hitter of, Pankaj. But again, if you leave it too late, it becomes an uphill task. Sesazi has been waiting there in the slips, and nothing has been coming. But again, it's been cut through covers there for 4 runs, as Kishan gets another boundary. Dafabet T20 League in Rwanda. This is the first game being played, and I see there the captain adding an extra cover, is removing slips, which is very, very wise, trying to defend any single run here. Arnold comes back and disturbs the furniture. He gets so excited until he was appealing to the umpire. What a ball by Arnold. After boundary, comes back, and Kishan plays totally across the line. He's beaten by the fly. And as I said about bats, if you change it, the one you take out is the one that you'll follow. Coming in to bat is Chintan Kirai, coming in at number 3. The partnership of 34 runs in 5 overs. Not bad. They're just below 6 runs and over. Just below 6 runs and over. Or they're just at 6 runs and over. After this over, definitely you will get closer to the score. Kishan has played his role. Kirai coming in to join Don Mugisha. Water ball Arnold. That was a gem. After being hit a 4, he came back strong and he made a difference. 31 for 1 in 5. It's last over of the power play, and then they'll have the sweepers. Mugisha is swinging it late there as Kirai tries to drive it. 6 overs gone, 31 runs, 1 wicket. Well bowled there, Arnold. We really thank the sponsors for sponsoring this tournament. Alphabet and Simba Travels giving us an opportunity to televise the games here, yes, in Rwanda, where the players can showcase their talent and it can be, yes, watched all over the world. This is a very good development that Rwanda Cricket has achieved. Well done, yes, Rwanda Cricket. Ajay comes back. Ajay Kumar comes in, very crafty with his skill. And as we looked at the technique here of Don, is not coming across. Is not coming across towards that ball outside off. And every time he comes in on the off stump, he gets it. He hits the ball extra cover, and Mitari does the cleanup and saves a boundary. Mitari, quick on his feet, is one of the quicker players here. He has quick wheels. Mitari Ivan, one of the national team probables in the qualifiers in November. Ajay comes in again. Prachapati stretches his hands and the ball to be repeated. What a ball there, what a ball. Don goes searching. As I said, Ajay is very crafty with his bowling. And there we go again. I think it's that front leg is not going towards the ball there, Clinton. The ball might be doing something, but again, it has just exposed Don's front foot movement. He's not going across, he's going straight to the leg stump, and the ball is just outside off stump, so he misses the line. And if I was the bowler, I would bowl slightly on the fourth stump, whereby Don would not reach because he's not stretching his front foot towards the ball. There you go again, and if you look at it again, he's only playing it correctly after the ball has passed. Shadow batting. You got to understand that in T20, you got to get the bat to the ball so that you can expose the fielders by rotating the strike. At 34 for 1 in 7 overs.
Seven overs down, the score is 34 for 1. To bowl his second over after that breakthrough in his first, Ishimwe Arnold. Of course, on your screen, you'll see the name Rishi, the Indian name given to him by Telugu Royals. Be bowling to Chintan Kerai. Kutchi Tigers, slightly on the back foot. Starts off well again. Here is Arnold. Interesting here, they started off the chase needing 7 runs and over. But after 7 overs now, they've moved on to almost 9 runs. And of course in T20, if you don't get the required run rate, you'll just keep climbing up and up. And you feel here with 9 wickets in hand, maybe it is time to try and increase the run rate a bit. Another swing and a miss. Very short run up from Ishimwe Arnold. But of course you can see the energy. It means business. The follow through as well isn't as expansive as you'd think. Oh, and he's bowled him again. Another Yorker. What a bowler is this young man, Ishimwe Arnold. Rishi in Hindu. Let's have a look at that wicket. Chintan Kerai there knew nothing about that ball. Yoked. Absolutely neck and croft. 2 wickets down is Kutchi Tigers. And the score is 34 in the 8th over. Coming in at number 4 for Kutchi Tigers is Yashasvi Joshi, who bowled well and took 3 catches in the first innings. He's played well so far, but of course they still need him now with the runs and the required run rate now up to 9 runs and over. You feel he has no time to really settle himself in the innings. He has to go minimum rotate the strike. They cannot afford any more dots moving forward. Don Mugisha has been there since the start, but is still striking under 100 as well. In comes Arnold. Wonderfully ball there, and Yashasvi lets it go. Ishimwe Arnold there doesn't waste much time. Has a short run up, not a big follow through. A good asset for this over it. And that is slightly wider. He will have to re-ball that one. You would say slightly harsh there from umpire Olivier. It was tight, but of course it's called wide. In comes Ishimwe Arnold again. Full again, edged the way down to 3rd man. And Yashasvi Joshi is underway. They still need to get some runs. At least 9 runs and over if they are to stay in this chase. Anything less means they will have to catch up to 10 and above. And you feel Don really is the man for Kutchi Tigers. He's been there. This could be the time for him to start freeing up his arms. He's cleared the boundary already. But as we've mentioned in the commentary box here, his technique has been falling away, not keeping his shape. That left leg, as we see some changes in the field here by Captain Ramu. They're set now. Dawn is on strike. They are still playing watchfully here, is Kutchi Tigers. Of course, there is that X factor from Pankaj Vicaria, their captain, who can strike it big, well over 200. But they will try and not leave him too much. As we see, end of over number 8, the score is 36 for 2.
Clinton, if you look at the new recruits for Kutchi Tigers, Kevin, I think if you look at the size that Kevin has, would you feel that he could be, sent as a pinch hitter, at this moment?
Yeah, definitely. Kevin has the power, and he'll be very key to try and chase the score with the way things stand now. At edge there, but there is no slip, and the ball is racing away. What a wonderful effort there from Arnold. He's not only a good bowler, but a very good fielder. And Joshua there at fine leg races along to give him a tap. Saved his team 3 runs. Don is now on strike, facing up to Ajay Kumar. Things are getting tense here at Gahanga. Big swing there from Don, but the ball is wide. Interesting call there by umpire Vicky Prajapati. I would like to have a look again at that one. The umpires are really, really tight and harsh on these wide calls. Ajay Kumar, powerfully there, struck by Don Mugisha, bisects the 2 fielders there in the deep. Another boundary to Don Mugisha, who's made up his mind. He knows this is the time. He will not leave it too late. Ajay Kumar saw him come down the wicket, bowled it short, but Don was up to the mark. Pulled powerfully on the front foot. In comes Ajay again, bowling to Don. Shimmy, big shot again. There is long off, who keeps it to only 1. It's quite clear, Martin. Kutchi have made the decision to try and attack this time.
Yeah, if they have to win this game, they have to try and get to the run rate, and also if they can get a few boundaries to make it easier, because as the ball gets old, it will also be difficult to hit. So I think when the ball is still has some shine, it's important for them to attack. And now that Don has realized that he needs to come outside off stump, there he is again, and definitely he gets the rip out of it, and he comes downtown, and he's doing the right thing. He's moving towards off stump, and that's the technical part of it. That he's coming outside, he's coming down. The 4th stump where the bowlers have been his bowling, and he whips it deep down square leg, which is very, very productive, and gets a boundary. Score 48 for 2 in 8 overs. The 9th over. He bowls a slow ball, and definitely that is a wide ball. And that's an extra run and an extra ball. The bowler is under pressure now. In T20, you just need to stay calm as a bowler. Don't panic. When you panic, the extras come. You just don't need to panic. Just keep your calm. And he comes downtown again, and he gets a single. And at the moment, they're taking the singles as well as the boundaries are coming. That is what they would have done, yes, early on. But again, 50 in 9 overs for 2. $85 runs to go, Clinton. 85 runs in 66 balls. Very, very interesting here. But in T20, you only need 1 big over to get it done. Change of bowling. The captain Ramu takes the responsibility on his shoulder. off spin, slowing down the pace in the 10th over. And Dawn plays, goes downtown, and the ball goes for boundary. The afternoon game. Plays downtown, and it edges the ball off towards the slips, and it goes for 4. They are all runs. It doesn't matter how they come. Whether you edge them, you connect them. In the scorebook, they are all singles. There you go again, as it's picked on the boundary again there. Interesting chase here. Let's see who will stay calm. Is it Kutchi Tigers or is it Telugu? Dawn goes again and plays it over mid-off for a single. Score is 57 for the loss of 2 in the 10th over. Balls are dot ball, and there you go. Interesting. Ramu bowls it slows it down and tempts. Joshi gets a single now from Amu to dip, of course, at mid-wicket area. 10 overs. Score is 50. The score is 54-82 in 60 balls. Stay tuned. RCA T20 League 2022. Ground, Gahanga Oval. Sponsors, Dafabet and Simba Voyage. And from here, we'll see who it will be telling, the other Bon Voyage. Is it Kutchi to tell Telugu Bon Voyage, or is it Kutchi to tell the Telugu Bon Voyage? Joshua comes into ball. They're slowing the pace to see the challenge. 8 runs and over. You need to open up a little bit. We need to time and over here. They need to be smart. They need to pick a bowler here. I think it will be either the 2 spinners. If they pick one bowler, goes for 15 runs, they make it easier. Dawn goes again, plays a good shot. It's mid-on, and Kiza just cleans it up, and it's a single. Goes downtown again, mid-on for a single. That ball should have disappeared. That ball should have been picked in ginger. Dawn goes. What a chance, what an effort there. Captain reprieves. Dawn. Catches win matches. Catches win matches, or catches win matches. Playing a miss there. Dawn should take the responsibility to get the game close towards Kutchi's favor. Dawn is the batter who has played 10 overs. He needs to take more responsibility. Face more balls, and make sure that he doesn't leave too much at the tail end of the innings. Score at 60, 57 in 11. Something has got to be done here by Kutchi Tigers.
79 needed in 9 overs. In comes the captain Ramu. Big shot from Chintan Kerai. Good fielding in the deep there from Joshua. And they pick up a single. 78 now needed from 8.5 overs, which would be around almost 9 runs and over for Kutchi to win this game. They have the wickets in hand. Shot there from Don. Down the ground to long on. Another single. I like the fact that they are not panicking, Kutchi Tigers. Rotating the strike. Waiting for the bad ball. Quick single. Three runs already off the first 3 deliveries. But of course they know somewhere down the line in the over, there has to be that boundary if they're to keep up with the required rate. Let's see, Don swings hard, but there is protection there. Cow corner, Simon Sesazi. Another single. Kirai now on strike. Steps down the crease. Is the ball again straight down to long off. Another single. Good over so far from the captain Ramu Morapundi, knowing the required rate is around 9 and it's not giving them anything loose. Now bowling to Don. Ball in the air, chance for the young man Chris Barrow. My goodness me, what has he done there? That should have been taken. Ends over number 12. The score is 64 for 2. Well, last 8 overs, the score is 64. They need 72 runs in 8 overs, exactly 9 runs and over. Still manageable, you'd say, with 8 wickets in hand. Don Mugisha has done well to stay there. He's now on 30, but this is the time for Don. Still no need to panic at all, you'd say. Rotate the strike, get the odd boundary, and you're in business. In comes Joshua to bowl his second over. Big shot from Don, and the ball is gone. Of the blitz we've been waiting for. He's been in there, Don, for a while now. And he's targeting Joshua. Flighted, and the power from Don, as you see on your screens there, takes the ball all the way for a maximum. A 6 early in the over means pressure is directly onto the bowler as he comes in to bowl his second ball. Another big shot in the air, but the ball falls safely between the fielders. Running back for another, and they pick up an easy 2. Things are getting heated here at Gahanga Oval. Maybe the fielder should have thrown at the keeper's end. Don didn't look as comfortable as Kirai for that second run. 8 runs already off the first 2 deliveries. You'd say they only need 1 run if they are to keep up to the required rate with 4 deliveries. In comes Joshua. Running hard there. Will they come back for 2? And they do. Pick up another 2. Don seems to be tiring. It's quite clear they've picked Joshua as the bowler to attack. Bowling his second over. 10 runs already off the first 3 deliveries of the over. Let's see, Don still on strike. Oh, and he's cleaned him! The fatigue, you'd say, go to Don. But there was no need, really. He had got 10 runs, needing 9. Well, maybe he felt Joshua wasn't posing any threat. But he has to go. Cleaned up by the young man there, Joshua. and Kutchi are 3 down. The score is 75. On your screen there is the captain, Pankaj Vicaria. Strides in the middle at number 5. He is one of the biggest hitters we have in the local scene. He usually doesn't waste time. He will not even ask for any leg or something. And Joshua immediately attacks the stumps. Last ball to go in this 13th over. Pankaj on strike. Even though they lost the wicket of dawn. 13 overs down. The score is 76 for 3. And Captain Ramu decides to bring back his strike bowler, Mitari Ivan. Will be bowling to the captain of Kutchi, Pankaj. Ball in the air. Pushing hard. Will they come back for 2? They keep it to only 1. Good work there from the deep by Jonathan Kesey. Kutchi Tigers still need 59 runs in 6.5 overs. Just under 9 runs an over. With wickets in hand, you feel Mitari balls it way outside off. And Chitan Kerai feels that should have been a wide. Clever move here by the captain to bring back his strike bowler. Maybe try and get a wicket or push the run rate up a bit. In comes Mitari. Another dot. And that is the plan. But he has no one. Ramu Morapundi. He could not hold on. Not an easy chance, you'd say, but a chance nonetheless. 57 more needed here as Mitari runs in. Big shout. But importantly there, it's another dot for Telugu Royals, trying to take the game as deep as possible with the required. If they can push it to 12 or 13 or even over in the last 3, they feel they will be the favorites to win this first game of the RCA T20 League. Martin, this means Mitari will only have 1 over.
What a catch. What a catch. He dropped 1 and he got 1. Same catch. Catch. As you're saying, Clinton, this is also important that during the middle overs, these are the crunch overs, and during the crunch overs, you bring back your best bowlers to bowl overs number either from 10 to 12 or 10 to 14. They have to bowl at least 1 over each, so that you don't leave yourself very tight at the end there. So if you can win it early, it's also important, isn't it? I think it's a very, very good tactical change. From Ramu, who has just taken there a stunning catch. He's running back and taking a very, very good catch there off Mitari. As you were saying, Clinton, the big man is in. The long levers, huh? Kevin, yes, new signing. I would really, really love to see the contract there. The transfer fee. Kevin moving from from Zonic to the champions to Kutchi. Maybe more opportunities, or more playing time, or I would wonder to see what is the beneficial. Definitely, we all move to greener pastures. It is nice, for Kevin coming in. For Kutchi Tigers now here. I think the intentions are all clear here. Kiza comes in to bowl to Kevin. And there you go again, the left foot going towards leg stump. This is something that Clinton, as a unit, we got to think of, yes, our batters who are, the left leg is going towards leg stump instead of going towards the ball. And that is why, if you look at it, we don't get enough chance to, yes, rotate strike, especially on the off stick. If you look at the wagon wheel, there's very, very few runs at the cover region, cover point region. Yes, looking at it is because of this technique, something that we really, really need to work on as a batting unit. Kevin, Kaiser to Kevin. Doctors, physio, something there. I think it's the best rule for the umpires to maybe just change Kaiser, because so that time there's an afternoon game and every minute lost is prone to, because I don't think it could be just a fresh injury. This is something that is prone to. By the time you have a protector in your kit, as a bowler, you know your body. You know where the injuries come from, Clinton. And as you get older, Clinton, you will experience this. Get older, you carry even your own painkiller in your pocket, and you know when it hurts. Yes, I remember this with yes, Thomas Odoyo. After bowling 3 overs, you could see him taking a painkiller just to cool down things. As the medicine guy comes in, the physio comes in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Clinton, you'll be very, very happy when you hear, the sound of the keeper's glove. The ball is hitting the keeper's glove. In case is really pushing it up and making it very, very difficult for Kutchi as the umpires call in the covers.
by DRS. Telugu Royals winning by 15 runs. The opening game of the Dafabet RCA T20 League. And to present man of the match will be our technical director, Mr. Martin Suji. And the man of the match for the opening game of the T20 League, the Dafabet T20 League, all the way from Uganda, is Simon Sesazi for his 43 runs of 27 balls. Simon, before you go, just a quick one. Congratulations, first of all. Coming back to Rwanda from Jersey, where you had a very successful tournament. What was key for you in playing Telugu Royals and getting over the win?
First is getting a win for your team. Sometimes it doesn't matter what happens, but as long as you win. So my main point as a batsman, I stick there, make the runs, and yeah, put a score that is going to be hard for the opposite side to score. So my main point was make sure that I score as many runs as I can for the team, so that we can have a win.
Thank you very much, Simon, and congratulations. Good luck moving forward. And ladies and gentlemen, that was it for the post-match presentation. We have another game coming up, Challengers versus Spartans. Stay tuned.